Good day, everyone. My name is Maria Kądzielska, and you are watching Poland Daily Culture. Today we continue with the story of the greatest Polish verse spinner, Adam Mickiewicz, the poet who is considered Polish Lord Byron. And if you haven't heard about him, it's high time to catch up. Either watch our previous episodes or stay with us today. Tadeusz tells what happened in 1811 and in 1812 during the partition of Poland. There's a love story between two fighting with each other noble families.
So like Romeo and Juliet squabbling, Montagues and the Capulets.
A Polish version.
Yeah.
Polish version
of that.
Mm-hmm. And the main character is, of course, the title character Tadeusz, and it's Tadeusz Soplica and Zosia Horeszko, who he falls in love with. And a subplot involves some spontaneous revolt of the local inhabitants, of course, against the Russians, which probably Mickiewicz wanted to happen anyway, because he himself experienced this. Mickiewicz, in exile in Paris, didn't need to worry about problems with publications or censorship. So that's why he could fully and openly portraits.
Because if he was at home, you'd have Russians or Germans or Austrians less perhaps, but they would be jumping on top of you and saying, no, we don't want to hear this.
So, of course, Mickiewicz, Tadeusz was not officially published in Poland those times. It needed to be smuggled to the borders of partitioned Poland and distributed there in a, like alcohol or something similar to illegal product.
Secretly, yeah.
And of course everyone knew it.
But everybody knew about it, yeah.
Yes.
So there was this long tradition of smuggling works of literature about in Poland during partition, and of course that continued later. But it was a tradition that started during this time, right?
And it's a good time to read a little bit of poem right now, the opening of Tadeusz. And since there are many translations, we will present two for you. One of the latest one, and one which already has few years. I'll do one of Mr. Johnson, who translated the opening like this. Lithuania, my homeland, your health alone. Your worth can only ever be known by one who lost you. Today I see and tell anew your lovely beauty as I long for you.
O Lithuania, my country, thou art like good health. I never knew thee till now, how precious, till I lost thee. Now I see thy beauty whole, because I yearn for thee.
Yeah, which one is better?
I liked yours better.
I like mine better
This is
as well.
more old-fashioned in a way. It's like it would have been translated directly at that time.
Exactly, and
I mean, sometimes old-fashioned is good, like King James' version of the Bible I prefer, but in this case, I'm going to vote for your
we will talk about the translation in a second, but right now let's a little bit move to the fact how Mickiewicz worked on his poem. It took only 2 years for Mickiewicz to write Pan Tadeusz, which is incredibly short, and I envy him horribly. So he started in December 1832 and finished in February 1844. 34.
Yeah.
So it's very quickly.
How many pages do we know? I mean, and this is a big book, but it's also a translation. So let's say it's.
But it's like it's 12 books of verse.
Call it
so
600 pages, 300 then in Polish, close type. That's a lot of rhyming.
A lot of rhyming.
A lot of rhyming epic, 300 pages.
This epic words portrays a traditional Polish manor, which is a house in the countryside where a noble family lives. Have you ever seen any house like this?
A noble house?
Yeah, manor, a traditional
Polish
Polish
house
manor.
in Poland? Yeah, you mean dworek?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Dwor.
So they are usually wooden, as it is with the wooden walls, but the fundaments are...
Big central hall.
Yes.
As you come in, and then 2 wings. Sometimes there's an upstairs wing over if there's a higher roof. But it's a very simple sort of house, almost in the shape of a cross in a way. Yeah.
Yes, and that's what Mickiewicz tried to immortalize or make it, let it live longer and show as an example, of course, because as other things which are Sarmatic characters, eager to fight, drink, they hunt a bear, they love to duel, they love to quarrel with each other, and they are full of different old habits of living in previous Poland, which were supposed to cease to exist with the end of the Napoleon era and coming modernizations. And so thank you very much for watching Poland Daily Culture.